What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Steve.
It's your boy Sheldon.
And we back with another one, episode 8, Slow It Down podcast. What's going on, man? What's going on?
Not much, man. What's today? Thursday. The Thursday recording today.
Thirsty Thursdays.
Thirsty Thursday. Ooh, sound like happy hour. It's nice outside, yo.
It's beautiful outside, man.
It's really popping outside, man.
Dot season coming up.
Yeah, how you, man? How's your week, man?
Man, it's been hectic, man. I got some stuff going on.
Keep it at that.
Yeah, keep it at that. But I mean, it's good, man. We alive, we breathing.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody good, everybody alive, man. But yeah, man, I'm a spring baby, so I'm excited for the springtime coming up, warm weather. How about you? How was your week?
No, it's cool, man. Getting ready for spring break. Spring break coming up, man.
Yes.
I'm getting that.
Going to Miami?
Nah, I ain't going to Miami. Miami's too wild. I've been seeing Miami. Miami's a bit too wild, brother. I'm good. I'm gonna hold off on that.
Yeah. But today we joined by the best rapper in the Bronx. I'm gonna say it. Top three, and she's not 3 or 2.
That's
yeah,
three.
but today we got Skittz Loco in the
You know the
building.
vibes. I'm in the building.
What's going on? What's the vibes?
The vibes, man. Springtime is good vibes,
Sure.
man. You feel me? We about to get real spooky for the spring and the summer. You heard? The vibes is good.
Yeah. That's what I like to hear, man. How you been?
I've been straight. You know, the album just came out on the 12th of March. So I just been working, grinding, promoting that. Getting that out there. So, I just been kind of busy, but in a good busy, you know what I mean? I don't feel drained, tired. Like it's a good energy in the air, you know what I mean?
That's what's up, man. Positive vibes only. That's all we're looking for.
For sure.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know who Skittz is, you want to just give them a little bit of background information. What do you do? Who are you? Tell them what they need to know about you.
For sure.
I mean, Skittz Loco, if you ain't never heard the name, definitely gonna hear it for sure. You know what I'm saying? From the BX stand up, Gun Hill stand up, Valley stand up. You know what I'm saying? I'm your favorite rapper's trapper, favorite trapper's rapper. You know what I'm saying? I'm all of that. Like I'm a female barsmith, and yeah, I'm just that nigga. That's who I am. I'm that nigga.
How did you come up with the name Skittz Loco?
All right, so I used to be known as Skittles. Like a lot of people, in my hood still call me that to this day. Like growing up, I was Skittles. And once I got older, I kind of wanted to not really carry that name so much. So I shortened it from Skittles to Skittz. You feel me? And then Loco came because, Big Lo, the vibes. And I didn't want to be so out there too much with it. So it was just Loco, you feel me? Like, and then, once I started rapping, I'm like, damn, that's kind of tough because it's like schizophrenia and Loco is crazy. So you put both of that together, like, nigga, that's double crazy, you feel me? So I don't know. It's crazy how that shit just came together, for real.
Yeah, that's like a double, triple entendre right there.
Yeah. Always, yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. But you mentioned you dropped the album out. What's it called? What it is?
3, little bitch. You know the vibes. Like, yeah, the album's called 3. Very spiritual with it. You know what I'm saying? This is my 3rd album. 3rd time's a charm. This is my best album. You know what I mean? So far, because it's gonna be way more better albums after this. But
right.
To me and to what it's looking like numbers wise, this is definitely the best album. So yeah, 3, 18 songs on that motherfucker. So you're getting a full album. Full album. And it's all heat from beginning to end. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially what niggas be telling me, like, they don't even skip songs on my shit. Like, you would just play my whole shit through and not even care that it's 18 songs. You know what I'm saying?
Back,
so it's valid. Y'all gotta make sure y'all tap in. It's everywhere. You could Google that shit and find it. It's everywhere.
Yeah. Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud.
So Skittz Loco 3. Yeah, we definitely dropped the link in the
description.
Description, man. Get that done. Yeah, we talk about the album, like the first song off that album, man. You repping the Bronx hard, like with the Bronx Zoo. Like, why you came so hard on that intro, and And you was calling people out. It's like, what's going on with that?
Yeah, because niggas be haters. And, I got a lot of flack, because, like, I don't know. I spoke to you about it, but, like, I was in 4 different states doing this album. You know what I mean? So imagine to someone who just is familiar with me or whoever might grow up with me, they like, damn, like, you just was in the hood with us, like, and now you hear this, and that, like, you really must think you that bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's how niggas be thinking, it's fucked up, but so I had to put that in there. You feel me? My homie, shout out to Amber, hype that shit out real quick. So once she hyped me up, it was over after that. It was over.
Oh, yes, you talk about like traveling, like different places. Like we definitely heard that Miami vibe, that Atlanta vibe, the Cali vibe on that song. Like was that like purposely done?
I mean, all the places I went to record is places I plan on living sometime in my life. Dope. So I was just blessed, to actually be able to go. Like, this is 2020 was the first year I ever been to Cali. And I wound up like moving there for a bit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, like all of that whole Cali takeover. I went there one time. I'm like, I'm coming back. I'm taking over this whole shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. Like, you know what I'm saying? Miami, I've been took that over. You feel me? But I'm gonna go back and take over some more. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, I was inspired. Like, every place that I went, it inspired me in a different way. And I wanted to make sure I recorded there so that, I want to relate to everybody, like, or try to anyway. So you hear a lot of those sounds. I was really there. I was living in that life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I was gonna ask you next, like, yo, how long you stayed at each place?
Ooh, I was in Cali for a couple months for sure.
And you're recording at each place. Huh?
Say that part again?
No, I was gonna ask you, like, how long did you stay at each place, and did you record at each location, city, like the song?
Atlanta Nights, I recorded that like 9 years ago, like 2015. So I recorded the first time I recorded it in Atlanta for sure. Now the album version that y'all hearing now, that was definitely recorded in Queens, New York. By a female engineer. Shout out to you, Charisma. She's fire, OD. Yeah.
Charisma, drop her stuff.
Yeah, she's fire, OD, Charisma. And all the Cali songs is done in Cali for sure. Bronx Zoo was done in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Plug Studios. Of course. Yeah.
Only right.
Yeah, most of them, it was done in Atlanta Nights was the only one where it's like kind of 50-50-ish.
What was the process like for each city? Like you're in a different city. What was the vibe like for each recording session?
It's different vibes, honestly. When I recorded in LA, I was like, oh, I like how they got me sounding out here. Like, I felt like they appreciated me more and showed that through the work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's what made me be like, you know what, I'm gonna finish this album out in Cali. That's what I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could create something over here. But yeah, Cali, their vibe was cool with the music. New York, towards the end, it started getting better. You know what I'm saying? With the vibes and how the songs was coming out and all of that. Miami was cool too. Yeah, Miami was more, I'd probably say I'm probably the most professional out of all of the states with the recording. But yeah, they all had a different vibe. Okay.
What would you say is your favorite spot to record in out of the 4 states you've been to? It's tough.
It's tough because there's been some great records that have been made in all of these states. So, you know what? I'm gonna go with New York only because they're gonna keep it a buck. Like, if your shit is not sounding right or it's like, they're gonna be like, do that over. They're not just gonna let you just. They're gonna like let you just do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if they hear that's potential for that song to be fire, they're gonna be like, nah, do that over. LA, they just tiptoes, like they don't want to offend. They don't
chilling.
Yeah. In Miami.
Yeah, just to speak on
it's cool.
my fault.
Go ahead now, you good?
Yeah, just to speak on that, I was actually talking to one of my boys the other day about it. Where like if you're a rapper, you got a good team around you, they're not gonna let you put out whack shit, right? But I hate when people put out whack shit and they boys or they girls or whoever, like they people don't tell them like, yo, this is not it. Like I
Right.
don't respect that, right? Like that's not cool. Like that's not dope. Now I look
No, that's
trash in public
facts.
because you ain't telling me my shit was whack, bro.
And I feel like when you don't do that, you low key hating.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know, like
big
you want me
facts.
to fail. But
Big
then at the
facts.
same time, because like I go through that too sometimes. Sometimes like I know that I'm off, but if I have you in my studio session, because I barely have people in my shit. If I have you there, you're there for a reason. So you better be critiquing my shit, something. Like don't just let me be in here being trash and you not saying nothing. You whether
Right.
good or bad. Like don't be a yes man. Like I don't need none of that in my circle. You know what I'm saying? Tell
Right,
me
you
what's
kind of there for no
good. Like,
reason.
yeah, just to what for cloud to go on Instagram? What happened? Like
I'm in the studio with Skittz Loco. What up? Tag you, trying to get the views up,
yeah, just to
get
be
the
like gang
followers up.
gang, like I guess.
Yeah.
That's cool. So like you said, like yo, Atlanta Nights, you recorded that over 9 years ago. So like how long does this like did this album actually take you to like to record?
Well, besides Atlanta Nights, I actually just added that to the album like late, like maybe 3 weeks before I dropped the album. So I wanted to fill it up and just have the different vibe. But besides that one song, it only took me about a year to get this album done. I started doing it once the pandemic hit.
Nice.
And what's the actual process of like dropping the album? You know, like what's the politics behind it? Because we always have these conversations, but we never like dropped the album before, right? So like was there like any last minute changes that you had to do, or was like you had to clear any
Yeah.
sampling or anything? Like
Yeah, it was a lot of last minute changes, honestly. I didn't even how I did it. I'm like I could say I'm a true artist. I'm hands on with everything. How I did this shit, I couldn't even get in the studio to make the last minute touches. I did everything on my phone, no cap. Like no
wow.
cap. I did everything on my
Oh shit.
phone. Like I had to take a nigga off a song. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Because you're not gonna disrespect me on my shit. So I had to find a way to take this nigga off the song because the nigga from the studio wasn't gonna be there, and my album date was already due to be released. So I had to take somebody off a song. I had to master my own shit.
Oh,
I had to
Oh wow.
make other like little alterations to songs. Like it wasn't a lot, but it was a lot to get those shits, to get it done. Like so the politics behind it, I mean, it's just me. So it ain't too much politics, but I did have to take a nigga off the song for sure. And I did take one of my verses off of a song as well. It just kept it, the most fire verse. You know what I mean?
yeah, you don't have to get into detail, but like, could you speak on that a little bit? Like, was the guy like disrespecting you? Like, did he like say something crazy to you, or was it just
It
like,
was
Or is he
just
on some Kendrick Lamar shit? He hopped on Control like some
like he just tried to body it? Like he
no,
was like, "Fuck you" or
I
whatever.
don't
Like,
care about that. That's the thing. Like, if you want to
Okay.
body, it's great. I love it because it's still it's still my
yeah,
song.
it's still
You
your
feel me? At the
song.
end of the day, so if you want to go all out, go all out. I love it. You feel me? I don't believe I'm bodying nothing on my own shit because I fund this shit. This is my project. I chose you to be on my shit. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to be better than me. So you could motivate me to go crazy on the song. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't nothing about that. His verse was decent. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, damn, I have to keep this verse. Like I could have did with or without it, to be honest with you. And like his vibe was just off in the studio. It wasn't given what I needed it to give. And when people are familiar with you, they feel like you owe them something. And I don't owe nobody shit. I'm really self-made with my own shit. I'm hands-on with everything. So it's like, you should be grateful that I'm even letting you. I didn't even ask. The nigga pulled up to the studio. I didn't even know we were doing a song, to be honest. But he the homie. So I'm like, all right, you can hop on this. You feel me? Like, I want all my niggas to win. Like, if I have the opportunity, I'm gonna give it to you. You know what I'm saying? But once you start trying to disrespect
Facts.
me or talking behind my back, and everything always gonna come back to me. So once I start hearing shit, like, nah, I'm not pussy. You off of it. Like, it's clip for you.
Damn. Just like that.
Yeah.
I'm off.
I know he probably heard it. It's like, wow, that's crazy. But it is what it is. Like,
yeah.
No love lost, brother.
I mean, it is what it is. But back to the album. You said you named it 3 because it's your 3rd album, and for spirituality. But like, can you go a little bit more in depth with the spirituality part of it, at least?
Yeah, man. The spirits, like, they came to me. You hear me? Like, not to scare nobody, but this album is a lot for me. Like, I almost died 3 times. The album cover you see is the 3rd time of me doing my album cover over and over, and it was 3 different, totally different album covers, and I could see back then that's the stage I was at when I made them album covers. So like, it's just everything is 3, like 3rd time's the charm. Like, it was originally 21 tracks, and then we would have broke that down. That would have been 3 if we went to numerology. So it's just a lot of the 3 energy is just wrapped around it. You know what I mean? So yeah, 3, and it just goes 3rd album 3. Like I'm here. It gives that vibe. Like, I'm here now. You know what I mean? Get comfortable, but not too comfortable, because you know what I mean. I'm gonna put that fire under your ass for sure.
Right, more is coming. More is coming.
Yeah, on this album, I really mess with Atlanta Nights. So I told you before, and I messed with this song Flashy. Yeah, homie was a nice feature. Yeah, he was
shout
nice.
out to P3 Grizzle, you know the vibes. That's my homie from Cali. Yeah, he's fire.
Yeah, he definitely gave a good vibe.
That's Atlanta. I'm glad that people like Atlanta Nights though, because I was skeptical, because the album was kind of going in a certain direction, but I did want to keep it a little bit versatile for everybody. So, but a lot of people who I wouldn't expect to like Atlanta Nights, they like Atlanta Nights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you talked about direction of like your album. How do you like create that direction? Like, what are you looking for to finally put out in the finished product?
Well, what sounds the best? What is catchier? What can I see a music video for? What can I see TikToks and shit like that for? What can I see actually being played on the radio? What is one of those hidden gems? That it's just like, it's an album song, but people fuck with it, and it might not make it to mainstream, but it's a good album song. I look for shit like that. The beats, of course, like the beats be everything. Those are the main shit I look for, though.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the TikTok wave. Like, it's crazy. Like, we was just talking about this the other day, how artists are making music for TikTok now.
Yeah,
like, it's really like that now. Like,
that's the way
TikTok
to do
is blowing
it.
everything up. So it's like, yeah,
that's the way to do it.
Like,
that's
if you can make good music for TikTok. Yeah, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
No. I was just saying, like, that's the way. Like, that's probably the direction I'm about to go into too. I got a couple of joints I could put for TikTok that are on TikTok. Actually, all of my music is on TikTok. So you like something? Anybody out there, make a TikTok, send it to me. Let's get it.
And then sometimes too, I feel like you just need like that perfect, or not even perfect, like that catchy 5-10 seconds of a song, and then that's it with the, you know what I mean, and then it'll just blow up.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's cool. So like what's your favorite like song? Like, I know you said like people like Atlanta Nights a lot. Like what was your favorite song on this album? 3.
I have a top 5. It's 18 songs. I can't give you one. Like, I have a top 5. And you know what? I do want to point this out too. The stars on Apple, I was very impressed that for like a minute, like, the album just came out, but like every day it changes, the stars change, and that's a good thing. That means it's heat throughout the whole shit. They don't even know which ones to pick. But for a little bit, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All stars.
Right.
That's how you know it's heat. You hear me?
That's dope.
But my top 5, definitely Bronx Zoo. Flashy. Rain. The outro. You ain't like this. Honorable mention Maniac.
That's cool. That's cool stuff, huh?
Yeah. I had
What was your favorite track to record?
Ooh. It's between Touchdown, because that's the first time I was in LA and I was in the studio with the homies. You feel me? Shout out to the gang, Little Vibes, Gar. They pulled up to the studio, like, you know what I mean? And it was like bringing that East Coast shotgun shit and that West Coast shotgun shit and just meshing it together. And we both brought them vibes. Like, you feel me? I'm an NY nigga, but I was on that West Coast song. Like, I never been on no West Coast song before that day. So that's how I even knew, I could do they sound. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool. Like, that was a really cool homie Thrizzle. Actually, I didn't even meet Cuz yet. He pulled up to the studio and just hopped in the booth. I'm like, yo, who Cuz? Like, who's this nigga? Like, so, you know what I mean? My cuz Chili, he like, nah, he valid. Like, he, in our words, like, he valid. He sanctioned. He good. So once I heard his verse, I'm like, oh, now this nigga's tough. Like, hold on. Like, he just worked this whole shit. Like, it's over. So after that day, me and Thrizzle, we started working. We did Flashy. And I'm on his album. We started working together ever since that day. So it's a lot, you know, for that day of that recording and how it all went about. So that's probably one of them. And the second one, I'm going to probably say was A Little Bit of Rain, because I'm not a singing ass nigga, and I was actually singing on that song. So yeah, I'm gonna say that, Rain.
You mentioned this is your third album, right? You mentioned this is your best album.
For sure.
What was the difference between making this album as opposed to the first two? Like, what did you learn from the first two that you put into this one?
I think I found like how to, well, like the first album was versatile as hell. It's probably my most versatile album. It's a classic in my book, you feel me, for my first album, to be honest with you. But it was on some like me with features. I didn't have no solo songs in there. It was all features. It was called Family Ties. You feel me? So it was all features. This one is more of me on the third album. Like, I have features on there, but I have a lot of songs that's just me. You know what I'm saying? The second album, Local World, was really just kind of throwaways. I'm not gonna even hold you. Some of it was heat, but it wasn't enough that I wanted to put on the first album. So I just like, you know, left it out to see what I was gonna do with it. And I wanted to put something out, you know, during the pandemic. So I just put out Local World, but it's still heat on there too. That's on SoundCloud. You're not gonna find that on Apple. That's from my SoundCloud people. But yeah, I think I was just grown as an artist for this third album. Like, you know, like the different styles. You know, like I said, getting inspired by different places I've been. The beats was crazy, like all picked by me. The features was crazy. Everybody delivered, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just see growth. Like when you talk about the third album, it's just growth. Like it's growth. And it was more heartfelt.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. You might ask you a question like, when it came to you going different places, right? Like, did you have to the Skittz Loco had to check in? Like did you have to check into LA? Did you have to check into Miami? Like, what's the process like in the whole check-in?
Nah, I'm like, that's the thing. I just go somewhere and then I just make it lit. I don't check in with nothing. Like, I just go and then I be like, I'm here. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, when I went to LA, I went there and I was chilling. I actually came from, all right, first I was in Miami with my mans and shit. And we don't want to go home. Like, so we just caught a flight to Cali. You know what I mean? Like, we changed our flight from LaGuardia, going back to LaGuardia, right to Cali. Like, and I just was out there. And then I hit my big homie. I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, link me in with the, you know what I mean? So once I linked with them, it was over. So, but I was already out there. I don't know. And with Miami, everybody go to Miami. Ain't no checking in. Like, everybody go to Miami. So Miami's lit right now too. By the way, y'all gotta chill out.
It's
Y'all gotta
crazy.
relax
It's
out
crazy
there.
over there.
For y'all get martial law or some shit out there, man. Y'all gotta chill. But
Wow.
but yeah, with Miami, I just went there honestly. After my car accident, I just wanted to get away. And the Airbnb host that I had at the time, she did a showcase, and I told her like I'd be fake rapping, and that's how I got lit in Miami. I did one performance, met some niggas at that performance, kept in contact with them, and I got homies out there too. So that helps, with my Miami foundation.
Well, so let me ask you too, like for any like up and coming artists that maybe listen to this, um, like speak on the importance of like establishing relationships in like these different locations.
Yeah, that carries me. Honestly, I'm all about networking. I'm all about relationships. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in a city right now that's not even my city, but I'm sanctioned out here because I've built relationships. You feel me?
Big homie. You
I've
big
built
homie.
relationships. I didn't I didn't did shows out here. I'm in Newark. I'm in Newark, New Jersey. Shout out to y'all. I didn't did shows out here. I didn't put other homies on other homies out here. Like every show I have, for some reason, people be coming up to me and just want to talk to me, and I make sure every conversation is memorable. You know what I mean? That's about it too. You can't just be a regular nigga. Like when niggas talk to you, you just gotta make yourself memorable. Like, oh damn, I remember Loco. You know what I mean? And you're gonna get my social media right then and there. So you're gonna keep up with me. Like it's never just I met you one time and I don't know what's going on with you after that too. Nothing. But yeah, relationships is everything. Networking is everything. Even when you burn relationships, that shit means everything too. Niggas can blackball you and all that. But in order to get far and to keep like the steadiness of just building or getting higher in your career, you have to have solid foundations and relationships.
Yeah, speaking of networking and relationships, who would be your like top 5 people or rappers or producers that you want to collab with later on in the future?
Oh, okay. This is not in order.
Right.
The Baby for sure. Fab for sure. This is gonna be legendary, but I need that whole. You're gonna have to come up with that. Like I need that. I need that.
Don't worry, yo. We gonna tag him. We gonna tag him.
Yeah, I need that whole.
Bronx collab.
Back in the building.
Morsi Projects, Bronx collab.
Yeah. I need Jada just because that's just for the streets. I need Jada on my shit for sure. If I can get the whole locks perfectly, those my niggas, those my guys, but Jada mainly. And Meg the Stallion. Yeah, Meg the Stallion. Nice. And one more I'm gonna give you. I can't give a 5. Fuck it, I'm gonna run it through. Big Sean, Kayla Moore. It's weird, but I low-key would do a song with 21 Savage. That should go up. Like I'm putting him on the list. And one more. I'm gonna give one more. I didn't even put no singers on there, but all right, well, we talking rappers, whatever. I'm gonna say Meek.
Meek?
No, take that back. Rose.
Yeah, take that back. Take that back.
I'm bugging. Rose.
Yeah, you
Rose.
bugging. You bugging.
All right, yeah, he don't really fuck with Meek.
I don't fuck with Meek. We can take Ross, though. I'll take Ross.
Nah, they called me the female Rick Ross, so he should have been in my top 5. Period. I don't even know. I got excited. Sorry, Ross. You know the vibes.
Yeah, I can really hear you on the track with Rhapsody.
Rhapsody is fire. Nice. Yo, she's not underrated. I ain't like that. Like, she's fire. Like, I feel like that would be my good sis in real life.
Yeah, she's nice. Rhapsody's very fire.
She's fire. I kind of don't like. It's like I want her to get bigger, but I feel like the niggas who respect her is real niggas, so it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she deserved to be higher than where she's at, but you know how this shit goes. She ain't talking about all that shit that the other bitches is talking about.
Right.
So, you know how that go.
She ain't talking about giving up sex. She ain't talking about like,
WAP.
shaking her booty. She ain't talking about the WAP. She ain't got surgery. Like, she ain't got none of that. She just straight like, yo, this is me and I'm spitting.
Lyrical,
I'm giving
yeah,
you bars.
bars, yeah.
Period.
Yeah, and even if she is talking about the WAP, she make it sound so poetic and beautiful. It's not like, damn, it's ratchet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are some of your inspirations? So like musically or outside of music, maybe like family, friends, like who really inspired you to be you?
Well, my grandparents for sure. That's number one on the list. Like they always seen the greatness in me since young. So they was always the one to put that battery in my back. Like, yo, you're great. You're gonna be great in life. You know what I mean? So that's number one. Uh it's weird, but Issa Rae, I dead look up to her. Like, I think she's
Wow.
like fire, like as a like everything as a
Creator.
woman.
Right?
She's just fire. Um, who else do I look up to?
Actually, wait. Talk about Issa Rae. Like, she signed the what 5-year $40 million contract with Warner Brothers. I was seeing
This is
earlier.
what I'm saying. Like, even though Insecure is about to be a dub, but like you know what? I seen her grow. I seen her like 2013 days on YouTube, like, and for her to have her show on HBO and like create movies and like it's just like, damn, like, I see you get it out the mud, so she's definitely an inspiration for real. Hov is an inspiration again too, you know what I mean? Like, he was just a regular, not regular. I don't think Hov was regular. Like, he was destined for greatness from the beginning too. But like how he just like made black people look like we look at him in a different echelon, like, but it makes us want to get to that echelon, you know what I'm saying? Like, he really putting it on for the black brothers, you know what I'm saying? Diddy. I know Diddy's an asshole and all of that, but I've always looked up to Diddy since I was younger, you know what I mean? So definitely Diddy. Ross too. That's my brother slash father slash uncle, all of that. So
Ricky Rose.
who else do I look up to? I really love him. OD. Pause, no homo, no homo. I used to look up to Cam too, ironically. I did. I like his
Killer.
business. Like, he really had the movement going on, you know what I mean? Yeah.
You must have
I
liked
feel like I should have more
that
women on
2000.
this. Who?
Oh no, I was about to say you must like that 2004 album that Purple Haze.
What you said? Purple Haze. I like all his albums, and I used to be in tune with the documentaries, all the killer seasons, like all of that. Like, that era was fire. The whole state property movies and all that was fire back then. You know what I mean?
You imagine if they had like social media the way like
we have
it's
it
now?
now.
Like,
Yeah.
yo, they would
Right?
They would have been wild
That's what I'm
now,
because
saying.
bro.
They
killer
was getting it out
season,
the
bro. Like,
mud. They was getting it out the mud before social media, so I respect it even more. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it as that though.
Crazy.
Yeah, I look up to those people.
Yeah. Who do you think your music compares to, or is there any comparisons to your sound?
I do feel like I sound like myself. I don't think nobody sound like me, and that's real shit. Like, I
I
really
like
don't.
that.
I have a distinct voice. Like, I have distinct flows. I really don't think nobody sound like me. But I have been told that I give niggas like a female Biggie or Rick Ross, like female Rick Ross, Remy,
Okay.
Latifah, like I've been told those. I don't know.
No, that's good. That's good. Yeah, definitely. I like your inspirations because it's not just only like only like rappers. Is also like I feel like you like get inspired off of entrepreneurs as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, for sure. Damn, it's a guy named Johnny Wimbrey too. He's definitely an inspiration. Like on the business tip, like network marketing tips, all of that.
Yeah, can you speak about that really quickly? Just the business side of music that nobody really talks about the business side of it, or like how to push your album, how to distribute your album. How do people listen to your album, right? Like, how do you get people to listen to your shit?
Yeah, so a lot of people, not necessarily saying me, but a lot of people in the industry, like they have certain companies that they go through to help push their, Spotify plays and like get on playlists, certain playlists and stuff like that. Ads is also a good thing. If you got Instagram, run it up, pay a promotion, run it up. A little bit could take you a lot with that. Um, I would suggest ads on YouTube because a lot of time I done ran into shit just by the ads. I'm like, oh, who this? This kind of fire, you know what I'm saying? So that is a big thing. If you could, that's what I'm about to have somebody run my page actually, because I'd just be too busy sometimes to really run my own shit and to promote the proper
I
way.
feel that.
So yeah, if you could do that, whoever's out there, you could get a little manager for your social media. I would suggest that. You know what I mean? Or just have mad people, like just have a team always promote your shit all day, every day. You know what I mean? What else? Facebook ads as well. Ads is life. Ads is life. You know what I mean? Advertisement is everything. Paid advertisement is everything too. You know what I mean? So yeah, and DistroKid if you want to distribute your music, that's a good outlet, or CD Baby. Um it's another one too. I forgot what it is, honestly. But yeah, those will get your shit on everything. You might have to pay a little extra for certain services, but yeah, that'll get you wet.
Wait, so now let me ask you too, like, so like, all right, so you got your music on Spotify, Apple Music. How do you get paid off of that?
Okay, so it's pretty much by the plays. You get paid by the plays. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You're gonna have to get a lot of plays to see money and music. Like it's not all glitz and glamour at first. Like you gotta really put in that mud work, like that footwork. Same with YouTube. You get paid off the views. So yeah, you're gonna need all streams running for sure to see something.
Mm.
And
Streams
you're
of
gonna have
income.
to run it constantly. Like it's not the real money in rap is touring. I tell anybody that. Like
Yeah.
touring, like that's where the bread is at. Like features, that's where the bread is at. You know what I mean? Merch is where definitely where the bread is at. If you doing a concert, make sure you have some motherfucking merch. You know what I mean? Don't do nothing and you can't give nobody nothing so that they can remember you or leave with. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's true,
So
yeah.
yeah.
Have some kind of
Yeah.
artifact to like to go. Wait, so you signed or you independent? Like you're talking
I'm
about like
independent.
your music.
I'm
Mm.
independent. I'm
Nice.
independent. I'm independent. It's a gift and a curse.
Yeah,
Right,
can
right.
you speak on that for the audience that doesn't know what independent or sign means or the differences between that?
All right. So when you're independent, you really getting it out the mud. You know what I mean? Like, especially for me who was still building my team, like I really be doing pretty much
Right.
everything dolo for right now. But it's okay because the rewards later on, I'm gonna be more proud of myself. You know what I mean? But yeah, you gotta be out there pushing your shit. You know what I mean? Like you gotta network. You gotta pretty much fund your own shit. You gotta fund your videos. You gotta fund the studio. You gotta fund the beats,
Right.
features. That's all you. You know what I mean? But you could own everything. You feel me? Once you start getting into shit with the labels, it gets a little sketchy. I do fuck with the labels too, only because they already have the bread for you. And you know what I mean? With that money, if you do it right, you could really make something out of it. But if you fail at it, you're gonna be stuck paying these niggas back some shit you really don't have. And then where's the profit in that? Where are you making your bread? Like you know what I mean? So it's just like digging yourself in a deeper hole. But like the 360 deals and all of that, like that's clip, you know what I mean? Like yeah.
It is
It's a
what it
gift
is.
and a curse, but I think in the long run, if you could get it out the mud and be independent for real, the rewards are way greater than with a label.
Wait, so you own your masters?
Listen, I own everything. I own everything.
My fault.
I like that.
I'm sorry. I ain't.
Just to you mentioned 360 deals again, just for the audience that doesn't know what that is. What is a 360 deal?
Pretty much the label, like, it's taking everything. Pretty much, like that. Like if you're gonna do a label, try to do a partnership or maybe just a distribution deal. You know what I mean? That's cool too. But everything they doing everything 360. Think about it, 360. What is you know what I'm saying? Like it's everything, right. Like
the whole world, yeah.
Rotate that thing. Yes, you want to get to your next segment?
Yeah, we can do that. Cool. All right, so on our show we have the slow it down or speed it up segment. It's a segment where we shoot you some topics and you decide on whether you want to speak on it. So that slow it down, or you can speed it up and we can just run right through it.
Speed it up or slow it down.
All right. So first topic, Deshaun Watson. We talked about this last week because so Deshaun Watson is a quarterback for the Houston Texans. And he wants out of Texas because he's just not happy with how the organization is being run. But last week there were 7 women that came out, and that were what's the word for it? Alleging. We're alleging. My bad. Alleging that allegedly he had 7 sexual harassment suits for 7 women last week, and this week he got 7 more. So the total women he got apparently now? Sexually harassed 14. Is wild right now. Bro. We want to speed that up or slow it down?
Son got a problem. Now we can talk about it. Son got a problem.
He said, "Yeah."
At first, when you first told me, I'm like, all right, that's a bitch a day. I mean, that's cool. Like, it's not cool, but like, but now we have 14. What's next? 21? Like, nah, Son got a problem. Wild. But at the same time, it's fishy. Cause why is they coming out now when it's a little fishy. It's a little fishy, but I feel like niggas don't. I'm sorry. I feel like niggas don't start nothing from nothing. Like they, even if it's a little bit of the truth and they like drag it, they you know what I mean? They drag it out. It got to be some truth to something. Like you don't just come up with nothing out of air. You know what I mean?
So you think it's something like he did something and it's just everybody just dragging it now?
Yeah, low key. They was just waiting to bust it out. They probably been through that info. They was just waiting on the right time to like come out with it. You know what I mean?
That's some shit, bro. I'd be tight. You imagine that shit, like 7 women coming out?
That's crazy.
In 1 week?
In a short period of time. That's
tight.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, wow. For sure.
Shoot, next one.
Is it nap time? Next one is mass shootings going on right now. So this one's a little bit more political, a little bit more newsy.
Okay.
But there's so many mass shootings going on right now in America, and I mean that's a trend that America follows every year almost. It feels like, but we just had the Colorado shooting. Yeah, we just had the Colorado shooting that left 10 people dead. Then last week it was Atlanta that had 8 people dead. I don't know if you want to speed that up or slow it down.
I want to know why they were shooting, so I guess we could talk about it. What's going on? Like, what's like? Why was they shooting all these places?
So in Atlanta, they had it was like the Asian hate. Like guy came in like the spa, right?
Yeah,
spas. and he just shot up the spa, killing 8 people, right?
Right, 6 Asian, 6 Asian women, and then 2 other Caucasian,
people. Right?
And his reason for that was, I'm sorry, I'm lost. Like, what was the reason for that?
He had a bad day.
Yeah, that's what the police said. Police say he had a bad day.
Okay, all
that's
right.
Some shit, ain't it?
Yeah, that's corny. That's corny. We all have a bad day sometimes, but that don't mean shoot up innocent people that didn't do shit to you. Like, yeah, nah, I'm not really with that. Who's the next person? He's a cornball. He's a bum. Let's get him out of here. Who's the next person?
The next person, he was in Colorado. He was a 21-year-old guy, Caucasian. He went inside the supermarket and he just started shooting.
Killed 10 people.
Yeah, it was 10?
10, yeah.
You know what? The world right now is sad. Like, yeah, things are starting to brighten up a little bit, but it's fucked up right now. And a lot of people are depressed. A lot of people are going through mental illness and shit. Like, it's a lot this year and last year, you know what I mean? So, not saying that none of that shit is right. It's not. You know, we got to find ways to deal with our mental health. And I think, you know, Black people, we always have to find ways to deal with our mental health, because it wasn't like we can go to therapy, you know. Like, we had to find our own ways, you know what I mean, to get through shit. And white people, no offense, y'all niggas need to do the same thing. Like, you know, like, I know y'all feel entitled sometimes and shit, but no, you go into a motherfucking supermarket and shooting up people is unacceptable. I'm sorry. Not sorry, actually. It's unacceptable.
Right. Yeah, and you mentioned mental health, and I just want to bring this story up to you. So this is the next topic. I'll just read you the headline. So a judge rules Kentucky man mentally incompetent. Charges tied to sexual assault of an 8-year-old Black girl will be dismissed.
What?
Crazy.
Yeah. Crazy. So this dude in Kentucky, King Lee Madden, he was arrested for beating an 8-year-old Black girl over the head with a shovel, fracturing her skull, stealing her iPad, and sexually assaulting her, all in her grandmother's front yard. And he got off because he pled insanity. And the shit that's crazy was that this nigga was locked up in 2018 for a crime, and then 2019, and he's been getting off by pleading insanity. So it's like where,
so they need
where
to
does
put
this
his
shit
ass
end?
in a fucking crazy house or something. Like, why they keep letting this man out? Like, I don't understand.
But even then, I mean, like, my personal opinion, just earth this nigga, bro. Like why are you even alive? Because he got sexual assault before too, and he bit the girl's face off.
That's crazy, bro.
So he bit another girl's face off.
Yeah, now something's definitely wrong with him, but you need to be locked away somewhere. Like, either stay your ass in jail or go to the crazy house. You don't need to be amongst others. Like, if you act like this, you don't need to be in population. Like, nah. Damn, my heart goes out to that little girl's family for sure, though. That shit is not right.
Yeah, that's sad, man.
Very sad about that.
You keep on getting off of insanity, like,
right.
And you say he has a history of doing it, like,
it's like, bro,
how insane are you? Like, as like the judge, jury, whatever it is, to like keep on saying, okay, this person is incompetent, or they have insanity.
They paying that man off. Either he's powerful, he got some niggas in some high places, or he's paying them judges, or like, it's just not making no sense. I don't know.
Or race, bro. It was race too, because it's like, when do you see Black folk ever getting off for insanity? Right?
Right.
They don't
like
even
with all the trauma that Black people go through. That's what I'm saying. We don't even
Black people don't
get that shit. We don't get that card.
Like, you guilty.
I wouldn't even say just because it could be because he's white, but I don't think it's just that alone. Because there's a lot of white niggas that's locked up for bullshit or shit that they did. So I can't even just put it on that. It got to be something deeper. The fact that you keep getting off is something deeper in that. I don't know.
Yeah, then we got so New York State actually talking about legalizing marijuana. Yeah, I think they're gonna try to approve it. You wanna speed that up or slow it down?
Oh, we speeding that up, and they need to speed up the process while they're there.
Yeah, so I think they're gonna pass it next week on the 1st when the fiscal year opens up, where the new fiscal year starts.
Okay.
But I'm kind of excited because marijuana, like, brings a new income to the city, new state. I'm not new state, but it brings income to the state, which is good because they're talking about putting the tax money that they're gonna get off marijuana into the education system. So whether that's going to public school,
positive. What's that hurt?
Yeah, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So people can get high for a good reason. Like, at least I know where my money going now. Hopefully
Yeah, like so now when you want the za, you don't gotta worry. Like, is this the za? Like, you want to know for a fact. Like, something about dispensaries, it gives you that reassurance. Like, oh, this is the za.
Right. Because you never know. Like when you buying from the, your neighborhood street dealer, you never know, right? Even if you cool with homie, like he probably got some shit that he ain't know about, and then he sold it to you by accident. Like so you never know what it really is.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm excited for that, man. It's gonna be
it's about
high times.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we getting towards the ending of our show. You want to give any shout outs, any special recognition?
Yeah, shout out to all my supporters. You know what I mean? Like, I love y'all. Like, y'all keep me going. And shout out to everybody who fuck with me. And that's a long range. So whoever y'all are, I fuck with y'all. Shout out to the gang, SGC, One Trade Douche, the vibes. Two to the shout out to all my Bronx niggas, you know what I'm saying, who trying to win, who trying to get it, trying to eat. Shout out the whole NY State, shout out to Cali, shout out to y'all, cause y'all got me up here, so it's lit. Like, shout out to y'all. And yeah, that's it. Like, that's it. That's really it.
Yeah, you got any plans for spring break? Traveling?
Yo, first of all, when is spring break again? I haven't been in college in so long. I don't even know what.
Yeah, spring break is next week.
When is spring break again?
Next week.
Next week. Ooh. You know what? I don't know, but I probably will be somewhere. I will be performing at the Loc Fest this year for sure. So y'all make sure y'all be in tune with me. I'm gonna be at the Loc Fest. That's gonna be June 18th to the 20th. We in Orlando with it. We taking over Orlando for the Loc Fest. So it's lit. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Yeah, make sure y'all stay in tune with that. That's gonna be crazy. And I got a special DJ. I got a special DJ for this one. Hold on.
No name dropping? Can't drop no names, no hints?
I'll give a hint.
What's the hint?
All right. You ever seen the Chappelle Show?
Yeah.
All right. You ever seen the episode when he was acting like making a band too? The one that had Babs, Chopper, Dylan, know them?
Dylan. I can't remember off the top.
Yeah. That's it. That's the show. You said it, but I ain't gonna repeat it.
Shit, I don't know.
I gotta bring it back.
I'm gonna have to go on you. I'm gonna have to YouTube that episode.
You said it.
Oh shoot.
With Dylan?
Yes. He about to be my
okay. Shit.
He gonna be my DJ for that event.
That's what's up.
Yeah, he do it for Ciroc now, so it's a big move. Yeah, he DJs for Ciroc, so that's just one more closer to me to getting the Diddy. That's how. Hello.
Yo,
nah, for sure.
That's your door right there, man.
Yeah, you talk about leveraging your relationship, so that's definitely
that's a good relationship.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, man. So we just want to thank you. Just want to thank you for coming on to the show, showing love for us, man. We really appreciate you taking the time out to come on. And we're looking forward to hearing from you in the future, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you know the vibes. Big time. You feel me? Make sure y'all go get my album right now. It's everywhere.
Get that shit.
Spotify.
Get that.
Tidal.
Apple.
Google Play, Apple Music, Amazon,
SoundCloud,
motherfucking whatever. Like, it's gonna be everywhere. That Double Dutch video is out right now. That's on my Vivo channel, Skittz Loco Vivo. Make sure y'all go check that out. Palm Trees is still running the fuck up. Make sure y'all check that out. If you don't got none of them streaming services, my album is on YouTube as well. Still click links, check my shit out. You hear me? Yeah, and that's that.
That's that, man. That's a wrap, man. Episode 8 in the books. Slow it down. We'll holler at you, man. Appreciate it.
You know the vibes. All right, later, bro.
All right, yo.